Hello and welcome to Tales from the Paper Darkness, Gothic short stories and poems by Durwen Serephine. Tonight's episode is Tapping in the Dark. Tap, tap, tap it goes. When it stops, so will your heart, tapping in the dark. When you hear it run, so that she won't find you, tapping in the dark. She is watching you, her giant eyes unblinking, tapping in the dark. Run from her, my dear, when she is tap, tap, tapping, tapping in the dark. Damien's hand hesitated before the switch on the lamp. What he needed to do was to dispel the image he had created in the dark. He needed to reveal the reality of the situation and go back to sleep. It was just water dripping in the kitchen. It wasn't really louder. It wasn't really coming from the silhouette in front of him. A silhouette that wasn't really there anyway. But with each tap, he remembered a little more of a long-forgotten rhyme. Tap, tap, tap it goes. When it stops, so will your heart, tapping in the dark. When you hear it run, so that she won't find you, tapping in the dark. In another time and place, he and Tommy were children once again, telling ghost stories in the dark. The click of the switch on the lantern was deafening, but it was nowhere near as bad as the image that met his eyes. The light had not done its job. Instead of dispelling the shadowy shape, it had revealed it in high definition, searing into his brain, etching it onto his eyes forever. The creature had been human once. A girl, a woman, with long, slim, pale legs. She was perched on the back of the chair with her bony knees pointing out and away from her body. Her feet gripped the chair in the middle with long and nimble toes. Her hands held onto the wood either side of her feet. A single elongated finger, more than twice the length it should be, tapped on the surface. As she tapped, she called to the surface bugs, beetles, and insects, all from inside the rotting chair. When they emerged, she scooped them up with her elongated hands and put them into her mouth. That mouth split her face in two beneath her giant saucer eyes. She grinned. She is watching you, her giant eyes unblinking, tapping in the dark. Unable to move, Damien stared at the creature in front of him, hoping that he was dreaming, that none of this was real. Run from her, my dear, when she is tap, tap, tapping, tapping in the dark. That was the poem Tapping in the Dark, which can be found in the volume Tales from Behind the Wallpaper, a collection of Gothic short stories and poems from isolation by Durwen Serephine, and an extract from the short story Tap, 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 The Inheritance Clause. Both of these books are available on Kindle or in paperback via Amazon. Thank you for listening.